Do you want to know the secret to getting what you want in life, without being aggressive, fake, or manipulative? Well, the answer is simple. You can negotiate anything. And today, we're breaking down one of the most powerful negotiation books ever written by legendary negotiator Herb Cohen. Herb Cohen's You Can Negotiate Anything is a practical guide that breaks down the art of negotiation into its psychological, strategic, and emotional components. Drawing on decades of experience in corporate, governmental, and international negotiations, Cohen asserts that everything is negotiable, and everyone, consciously or not, is a negotiator. This book isn't just about big business deals or hostage crises. It's about the everyday exchanges, whether it's asking for a raise, buying a car, resolving a conflict, or getting your kid to eat broccoli. Negotiation is everywhere, and once you understand the game, everything becomes negotiable. What is negotiation? Herb Cohen starts with one bold idea: almost everything in life is negotiable. Jobs, prices, contracts, even rules. The problem: most people don't ask. They assume terms are fixed. Negotiation is the process by which people with differing needs and goals reach an agreement. Want a hotel upgrade? Ask. Think a store price is too high? Ask. It's about influence, not domination. Cohen insists that you are already a negotiator. Negotiation permeates every part of daily life, from interacting with family to making large financial decisions. It is a natural part of communication and problem solving. Whether we're aware of it or not, we're negotiating all the time. Cohen says, ask anyway. Because most limits aren't real, they're just what people expect you to accept. To become a better negotiator, Cohen encourages the reader to practice in low-risk scenarios. For instance, try negotiating the price of a hotel room, asking for a discount at a department store, or requesting upgrades or perks. The point is to become comfortable with the idea that it's okay to ask. Practicing builds confidence and reveals that most people are more flexible than we assume. So, what makes a great negotiator? Cohen says there are three powerful forces at play: power, time, and information. Power is perception. It doesn't reside in titles, money, or strength, but in the belief that you have influence. Cohen describes power as the ability to get things done and shape outcomes. He emphasizes that understanding perceived power is more important than actual authority. Tactics to shift power include refusing to be rushed, displaying a willingness to walk away, using silence, and asking questions to regain control. Even if you don't feel confident, act like you have leverage. Often, that's enough. Time pressures shape most negotiations. The party with the least sense of urgency often holds the most leverage. Cohen discusses deadlines as both real and artificial constraints. If the other side thinks they are running out of time and you're not, they are likely to make concessions. The lesson: manage your own time expectations and learn the other party's deadline. Stall if you need to, but don't show desperation. Most deals are finalized near deadlines. That's when the most flexibility occurs. Fake deadlines or real deadlines, learn the difference. Use both to your advantage. Information is power. The more you know about the other party, their needs, pressures, motives, and history, the more strategic advantage you have. Cohen outlines how to gather information. Ask open-ended questions. Use silence to encourage the other side to speak. Talk to assistants, clerks, or anyone with informal knowledge, and do your homework before entering negotiations. He encourages readers to practice listening aggressively, not just hearing words but understanding meanings, intentions, and patterns. Styles of negotiating. Cohen classifies negotiation styles into two main camps: the Soviet-style hardliners and the win-win thinkers. The Soviet-style approach is a competitive, adversarial approach where one side seeks victory over the other. It's often aggressive, emotional, and manipulative. Cohen discusses examples from Cold War diplomacy and corporate negotiations where bluffing, feigned anger, and emotional tactics are used to throw opponents off balance. Tactics in this style include outrageous initial demands, feigned walkouts, emotional outbursts, and repeated rejections before acceptance. While effective in some contexts, Cohen warns that this approach can damage relationships and trust. The win-win approach is a more enlightened, sustainable strategy. Rather than viewing negotiation as a zero-sum game, both sides work toward mutually beneficial outcomes. Focus on interests, not positions. Steps to create a win-win solution include explore shared goals, define success for both sides, encourage joint problem-solving, and create multiple options for agreement. Cohen compares this style to two siblings fighting over an orange, until they realize one wants the juice and the other the peel. Cohen elaborates on psychological tactics for achieving mutual satisfaction, like building trust early, framing the negotiation as cooperative, emphasizing shared interests, be transparent with your own limitations and needs, and using empathy to understand and articulate the other side's point of view. He stresses that true negotiation success isn't about beating the other person, It's about everyone walking away satisfied and open to future cooperation. Negotiating in everyday life. Negotiation isn't just for high-stakes boardrooms. Cohen dives into real-life tactics you can use today. On the phone, tone matters more than words. Stay calm, be clear. Listen carefully. When writing, keep it simple, put agreements in writing fast. Want a raise? Don't just ask, justify, prove your value. Understand your boss's pressures, negotiate by helping them win too. Remember. Sometimes, a strategic no earns you more respect than a constant yes. People make decisions based on emotions more than logic. Recognize and manage your own emotional responses. If the other side gets angry, stay calm. If you feel defensive, step back. Cohen warns against taking rejection or resistance personally. He also cautions against falling into the trap of manipulation or guilt. Negotiation is not a one-time event, it's a process. The seeds of success are planted long before the final conversation. The relationship, trust, preparation, and small signals you give all influence the eventual outcome. Cohen describes a classic tactic. Appearing to lack authority so you can avoid pressure. I'll have to check with my manager, buys time, and deflects confrontation. Conversely, never walk into a negotiation saying, I have full authority. That leaves you vulnerable. Silence is an underused tactic. Most people are uncomfortable with it and rush to fill it, often revealing valuable information or offering concessions. So ask a question and wait. People tend to trust authority or standard practices without questioning them. Be wary of signs, forms, and printed documents that seem final. They often aren't. Likewise, use legitimacy, such as pre-printed contracts or company policy, to reinforce your own stance. Cohen advises calculated risk. Success often requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Ask for what you want, even if it feels bold. The worst answer is no, and even that can lead to a better deal later. Don't give up too early. Many negotiations are won by the person who keeps asking. Follow-up calls, polite letters, and continued effort often wear down resistance and win results. Be bold, be kind, be persistent. Final thoughts. Herb Cohen concludes that negotiation isn't a skill for just business people or diplomats. It's a way of interacting with the world. The power to shape outcomes lies in understanding power, time, and information, and in believing that you deserve to get what you want. He also reminds us to negotiate ethically. Win-win solutions create long-term success. When both sides feel respected and satisfied, the relationship can continue. But if you burn bridges, even a short-term win can turn into a long-term loss. Negotiation is an art, but it's also a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger and more confident you become. Once you believe you can negotiate anything, you often can. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.